welcome back. As you can see, we are doing the construction worker this week. Alright, so let's start with the pictures behind teacher. Alright, so we're going to start at the top. Here we have a brick, and the brick is in a rectangle shape. So that is the shape that we are doing this week. But this is a brick. Alright, here we have a danger sign. Can you see this exclamation mark? That means there's lots of danger. You must be very, very careful. Alright, here we've got our yellow construction area. Alright, and our hard hat sign. So usually on a construction site, if you see this hard hat sign, you need to wear a hard hat. Can you see I'm wearing one? Yes, this is to keep your head safe. Alright, over here we have a brick wall. Alright, can you see the pattern of the brick wall? We have a brick wall. Okay, so let's now take a look at all the construction vehicles that we may find on a construction site. So, here we have a tarmac roller. This is what they use to roll out the tarmac. And a tarmac is almost like a road. So, if you're driving and you see the road, it's called a tarmac. Alright, so this is what they use to make the roads nice and flat. Yes. And here we have a tractor. Yes. And they don't just use tractors on farms, guys. They also use it on construction sites to pull things from one side to the other. Heavy, big things. Yes. Alright. Here we have a crane. And cranes are used to move things from one side to the other, and cranes are very tall, very big. Sometimes if you're driving in your car and then you can see there's cranes working. So if next time you are driving along and you see a construction site, have a look if you can see a crane as well. Alright, here we have a dumper truck. Now dumper trucks, they use their back of their body to lift up and dump things out. So they're usually used for sand or cement or bricks, those type of things, so that they can just pop the things off their back so that the builders can use them to build things. And then on this side we have a digger, and a digger is important because they make nice big holes for the builders to build their houses and their buildings in. Alright, so let's move on to the people that work in a construction site. So over here we have an architect. Can you say architect? It's a big word. Architect. Yes, and an architect is a person who draws up plans for the building or the house that needs to be built. So yes, an architect draws up the plans. Alright, here we have a builder. You can see that he's moving big things, and he's also wearing an orange hard hat like teacher. Right, so the builder is responsible for actually building the buildings, hey, for building the walls. Alright, so on the middle we have an engineer, and then on this side we have an electrician. Now the electrician is responsible for us to have lights to switch on, hey. So we've got lights that we need to switch on, and that is the electrician's job. But it's important that we don't play with electricity. Hey? So it's the electrician's job to work with electricity. And over here we've got the plumber. And the plumber puts in our water systems in our homes. So for our sinks and our baths and our toilets and our showers. Hey? So that is the plumber's job. Up here we have a carpenter. And a carpenter usually works with all the wood things in our homes. So that'll be your cupboards, it'll be your doors, that's your wood things, your window frames as well. So that is what the carpenter will do. Alright, so let's move on to some of the equipment, some of the tools that the construction workers might use. Over here we have a hammer. Yes. Over here we have a tape measure. And tape measures are used to measure the width or length of some of the materials that the builders will use. Down here we have a spanner. Up here we have nuts and bolts. Here we have a drill, screwdrivers and nails. Alright, so we use a hammer with nails. We use screwdrivers with screws, and we use spanners with nuts and bolts. Alright, now boys and girls, that was a quick run through of all the things on the wall behind teacher. Alright, so remember, what does this sign mean? We need to wear a hard hat. Yes, and this sign says it's danger. We need to be careful. Alright, so usually construction workers are very careful. They can work underground, they can work on top of the ground, and they work in the air on skyscrapers. Now boys and girls, here in front of me I have some pictures of some of the most beautiful construction work that has ever been done. Alright, and these were done by architects, engineers, builders, plumbers, carpenters, electricians, hey? So that is what they do. So let's have a look see here. Here I have the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a beautiful bridge that was built by our construction workers. Alright. The next one is the Eiffel Tower. Who of you have ever heard about the Eiffel Tower? Can you see how tall that tower is? It's very tall. It's way up in the sky. The Eiffel Tower. Another thing that was constructed by construction workers, guys, was the Great Wall of China. Can you see? Over here we have the Sphinx in Egypt. These things were all built by construction workers. Here we have the Sydney Opera House in Australia. And now we're going to move over to India, where we get the Taj Mahal. And then the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's also in Egypt. And now we're moving over to France. It's the Notre Dame. This is the church. Can you see how beautiful this is, guys? Isn't it beautiful? And then we have the Empire State Building. That's another skyscraper, boys and girls. Skyscrapers are big, tall buildings, hey? They try and touch the sky. So all of these buildings were built by our construction workers. So they are very important people in our communities because they build our houses, our roads, our shopping malls, our play parks, swimming pools. They build all of those things that we need. All right. So moving on from that, boys and girls, I want to show you something quickly. With the hard hat, we also need to wear a high visibility vest. Woo, that's a big word, boys and girls. A high visibility vest. So this is what it would look like. All right. So we wear, when we are busy constructing things, construction workers, we will wear hard hats and high visibility jackets because sometimes we need to work in dark spaces, and this will help other people find us and see us. The same with when we work in high buildings. We can also be seen if we're wearing a high visibility jacket. All right. So construction workers always need to be safe, so they wear hard hats, high visibility jackets, and they wear boots on their feet. Hey, they call it steel tipped boots, but they wear boots on their feet. All right, so they protect themselves before they start building our buildings that we need. All right, so boys and girls, let's move on to our shape, color, number, and sound for the week. Our number is number 2. Can you say 2? 2. Can you show me 2 on your fingers? 1, 2. Yes, 2. All right, our sound is B for ball, but we've also got B for brick. B for brick. All right, so it's B for brick and B for ball. Okay, our shape for this week, boys and girls, is going to be our rectangle. Teacher explained earlier that the brick is in the shape of a rectangle. So this is going to be our shape for the week, the rectangle. Can you say rectangle? Rectangle. All right, and our color for this week is yellow. Yellow like lemon. All right, but you can see the teacher's wearing a yellow top today. Our danger signs is in yellow. We've got yellow construction area signs. Our hard hat circle is also in yellow. Tape measures are yellow. These high visibility jackets are yellow. All right, some of our trucks, our construction vehicles are yellow. Can you see? Are yellow. This will be a cement mixer. So this usually has a little thing in there and it will turn. It's a cement mixer. Alright, so when you pass a construction site or you're lucky enough that mommy can take you to one, have a look, see at all the yellow things you can find. Alright. One other thing, boys and girls, the safety items that construction workers wear are usually in bright colors. So that's why you will always see it's either bright orange or bright yellow that construction workers are wearing. So you will see this high visibility jacket has got orange and yellow stripes. All right, orange and yellow. So it's very bright colors that they wear. So boys and girls, that's the end of our introduction video, our theme discussion, shape, number, color and sound for this week. Teacher will see you later. Bye.